And welcome back to the channel. So a bit of progress has been made on the micro camper. We now have electricity, we've got lights. I've fitted this 5-gang 12-volt electrical system with USB sockets and a cigarette lighter. It also shows you the output of the leisure battery. I'll get in there a little deeper. There you go. And these are about £18 off eBay. I'll put a link in the description. The reason I located it sort of down there is because you can access it from the driver's seat, and also if you're lying in the bed you can turn the lights on and off, charge your phone, that kind of thing. So I thought it's just nice and simple, out the way. These lights also got off eBay. They're about £8 for a pair. These are actually pretty decent lights, and they've got their own on and off switches, so they're connected just to that first switch, but there's a little switch on the back of them. You can also turn each one what is it there, on and off as you like. I haven't lined the roof yet. I've fixed these to the roof using silicone. I'm still unsure what I'm going to do with that, so just for now it's going to leave it as is. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. So I'll show you the wiring that I did. I've got a few little bits to finish off. The wiring from these lights goes from there, runs across that rib, all connects in a little connector just inside there, and runs down the back of the wall under to the leisure battery, which is down there. So I'm going to pull all this bed out and I'll show you how I wired all this into the leisure battery. So at the minute I've kind of bodged it together because I've run out of connectors, which I've now got, so I'm going to sort these out today. But that's the live from the first switch. That goes directly to that connector up there, which feeds that light and that light. And then I've got another ground coming down, which is joined to the battery on a little terminal that I'm missing. And that one's joined onto the battery. I didn't have a terminal for that, so I've crimped it under there, but we're going to fix that today. We're going to tidy this wiring up. So the way I powered up this control panel is we've got a main live which comes off there. That goes to a fuse which I've got tucked down the back. I've got a 30 amp fuse, inline fuse there. You can see that. That goes straight to the leisure battery. The ground from the control panel again goes straight to the leisure battery. If you want to add anything else, you've got all these connectors. I need to cap all these off for now, but yeah, you can add plenty more bits onto it. There's another 4 switches there. But yeah, it's a really cool little setup. I've got my Bluetooth FM transmitter which goes to my radio, so I can play music off my phone, Bluetooth through the radio. Nice and simple. But yeah, I'm going to tidy all this up. I've got a few little finishing touches to do. I've got to put a little end panel on there just to stop that being exposed. I've still got to put a bit of wood around the battery to stop that moving about, but it's holding charge well. It's up to 12.5 volts. I've not really driven it about since I've installed this battery, so we should expect to see a good 12.9, 13 volts on that once it's fully charged. This is a 90 amp hour leisure battery. Bought that off eBay for around £55. I put a link in. Obviously got the split charge relay. I showed how to do all this in the last video, so check the corner how to install a leisure battery and split charge relay system. So yeah, it's just finishing a few bits off. I want to make this secure to the floor. Just some anchor L brackets. I've got a little bit of, I've also got to finish off this corner here. I bought some of this aluminium from B&Q. I've already trimmed it down, so we just got to screw that in, and that's that done. There's the connectors that I needed, so we've got all them, and I think that's about good for now. Again, still got to do something with the roof. I may just carpet it, but yeah, should be good. Yapping bloody dogs. Right, that's the ground for the lights done. Okay, and just got to tidy up some of this down here, replace one of these connector blocks, cap off all these blank wires for the switches, and tidy some of the electric up. Now these bullet connectors, I've had to buy these from Halfords because it's just what's around here and I don't really want to wait for the internet, but word of advice: one, don't drop them; two, don't buy them from Halfords because they're bloody expensive. Right, so let's get these connectors in. So we should have lights wired up properly. So I'm just going to put some of these bullet connectors on all the switches that I've got nothing on them for now, so they're not an exposed wire. So we've got 4. Yeah, these control panels all come with pre-wired wiring with fuse blades in them, so we need to just make sure you got the right fuses. Most of these are 5 amp, or what's that, 15 amp? It's upside down, 15 amp. So just check what ampage you're using for each particular switch and make sure you put the correct fuse in. So that's the electrics tidied up, sorted all the connectors out, so these are all the spare ones ready to go. That's definitely looking a lot neater. Put the little surround around the battery, that ain't going nowhere. So I'm just waiting for the paint to dry on that end panel, screw that in from the other side, and I think we're good to go.